Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's Alondra here. Today I'm going to be doing the BBWLA Season 6 Episode 5 review. So if you're interested on seeing my thoughts on the show, keep watching. Also, this is like a part 2 to my review of episode 4, just because I watched both of the episodes kind of like back to back. So these reviews are going to be back to back, okay? So without further ado, give this video a thumbs up if you like it. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And let's go ahead and get into the video. Y'all, this episode was way more juicier than episode 4. Episode 4 wasn't really that much to me. It was like a lot of like pointless scenes of like that girl Christy and Asia. And they need to hurry up and reveal to me their relevance, because at this point, I just don't know why they're on the show. I mean, I kind of got a hint when Asia mentioned she has a baby daddy who's well known in the league, but I'll save that for later. But other than that, I don't know what else they're on the show for. Maybe that's the only reason why. So this episode starts off giving it to us in the beginning. Y'all, Tammy and Evelyn shopping together. I was like, damn, so y'all just besties now, like that quick? Like that's all it took was I'm sorry? But they're shopping and they're basically just, you know, kind of getting to know each other a little bit, you know, besides all the drama. And they actually do have a common, you know, they found a common ground. They have a similarity, which is they both have had miscarriages. And you know, they pretty much had to kind of go through it on their own, and they went through that, and they know how hard it was, and they just kind of feel for each other basically off of that. And I was like, you know what, that's real nice, that's real sweet or whatever. But yeah, that's basically the similarity they had. As they're shopping, they get a call from Shawnee, and Shawnee's basically telling them like, Jackie's not too happy that y'all are cool. She feels like she should have been at the sit down. She just basically feels hurt or whatever. And both of them, Evelyn and Tammy, are just like over it. They're just like over it. And I'm like, y'all, like how y'all gonna do Jackie like that? Like y'all just had all this beef and Jackie was like the, you know, like y'all common friend, and now y'all just kicking Jackie to the curb. It's like the enemies becoming friends and kicking the original friend to the curb. But I was like, okay, whatever. Not for me to understand. The next scene, they have Asia and Christy, and they're basically just talking about they kind of introduced Asia to the show more and gave a little background about her, who she is. She has 2 kids by Damon Wayans Jr. And like I said, a baby by a well-known NBA player. I'm not going to drop that just yet. You'll have to do your research. They were just kind of like letting us know, Christy was letting us know that her and Asia and the sisters don't really have that good of a relationship, because their dad, they all have different moms. They have the same dad and all different moms. And, you know, it's just been hard for them growing up, you know, with all these baby mamas, basically. Like, they're the kids of the baby mamas. So I can imagine that being like, like drama your whole life. But that's just what I guess. That's not what I know. But after that, Christy and Evelyn go hiking, and this scene, I'm not gonna lie, like it was like, hurry up, like, you know. But they went hiking basically just to talk about just a little bit about Jackie, but they were more so once again having a common ground, and come to find out Christy has had a miscarriage as well. So Evelyn and Christy kind of connected on that level, and we'll go on from there. After this, Jackie, Shawnee, Tammy, and Evelyn are all headed to lunch for their sit down. And it was just so funny. As soon as the scene started, Jackie's like, can we get plastic silverware? Can we get plastic glasses? Take off these plates. Like, do away with all the dangerous objects. And I'm like, girl, I'm with you. Because as they showed, previous history of these women, they're dangerous. They're throwing stuff. And like Jackie's like, I'm not, y'all not about to hurt me. Y'all not about to throw no glass, no bottles at me. Like, it was just funny. But they get to the table, they have to sit down. First thing out Jackie's mouth is, let's just fight. And Tammy just busts out laughing. I'm like, Tammy's so disrespectful. But it's just so funny because it's just like, yeah, Jackie, like, Jackie, ain't nobody gonna fight you. Even if somebody wants to fight you, ain't nobody gonna fight you because it's you. You're just emotional and ain't nobody trying to really fight you. But it was just funny. But long story short, they basically hash out all the issues at the table and they're able to move forward. So I was just like, good, because y'all are beefing for no reason anyways. What's pretty funny though, Jackie pulled out some 50 Shades of Grey mouth muzzle for her. I'm like, Jackie, really? Like, so, like, just so disgusting. Like, is this what you and Doug use? And literally she was like, yeah, this is what you put on your mouth, you put over your mouth when he's hitting it in the butt. Like, girl, you don't understand the level of just, like, that just, when she talks like that. Oh my goodness. Next scene, Tammy, Evelyn, and Shani are hanging out again. And I'm like, dang, since y'all said this apology, y'all are literally just best friends. Like, y'all signed the contract, written it up and everything. Y'all are just besties. They go with Shani to get laser lipo. And while they're there, Evelyn basically mentions to them, hey, I think that Christy needs to get a makeover. I didn't like what she was wearing at the wine tasting safari. Now, don't get me wrong. I like what Christy had on at the safari. She had like a little camo jacket, some nice little biker shorts that were tight. I liked it. They didn't like it because they say it wasn't for her body, but I don't know the girl's body. I know she's probably a little bigger than me, but the outfit I did like. But I think they're more so saying, I think Evelyn's more so saying she needs to get a makeover just for her own body style and shape. But that's not gonna go well. Like, girl, you don't, like Shani said, you don't meet somebody on Monday and on Wednesday you tell them they need a makeover. Like, who you think you are? Like, no. After that, we have Bigfoot who makes an appearance. And yes, y'all know I call Bigfoot Brandy. Don't get me wrong, Brandy is pretty to me physically, but I just don't like her. Like, I don't like her. I don't want to see her. I'm like, Tammy, I don't want to be around you. You can't sit with us. Like, you know? When Brandy commented on Tammy and Evelyn being back cool again, she was like, yeah, because they both were just scared of each other. Who are you to say people are scared? Like, you are always scared of everyone. You have Malaysia fight all of your battles. So you are the last person to, you know, to call someone scary. Like, that's why I don't like Brandy. Like, she's blind to her own, like, stuff. And, like, I don't like that. Like, you know what? Let's just skip that. Because it was really not much Brandy was saying. Besides, she's just back. After that, Jackie brings Malaysia to sit down with Tammy, Evelyn, and Shani. And, you know, Malaysia and Evelyn meet, which I didn't know they had never met before. I mean, it's been like seasons, but I guess they never met. So she brought Malaysia to meet Evelyn. And Evelyn basically also said that she's going to be going, you know, saying that they should all go to Palm Spring for, you know, just the weekend in celebration of her doctor finding 27 eggs. So I'm like, okay, we know what these girls' trips are all about, so I'm ready for that. Lastly, the show caps it off with Tammy and Malaysia sitting down to just have a girls' little catch up with them two. But basically, it wasn't much catching up needed to be done. Tammy got right to the point and was like, Malaysia, I like you, but I don't want to be around Bigfoot. Okay? Tammy feels like Brandy pretty much egged on Duffy in Portugal and, you know, kind of egged it on. And I'm like, I agree. Like, Brandy did egg on the situation. She did, you know, want Duffy to stick up for herself, but you don't even stick up for yourself. All of that. And it turned out to be more than it had to be. And even the whole time in Portugal, Brandy really did act like she was like, not even just in Portugal, but that last season, Brandy just acts like she's the victim. She always acts like Shani and Tammy were just being so mean to her. They're not being mean to you. They just don't fool with you. Like, and they could fool with you if you will be more direct about things that you do and say. Like, Brandy's not a direct person. Like, so it's just like, girl, they're not gonna fool with you. You know? That's pretty much this episode. I'm going to end it here. If I missed anything, leave it in the comments below. And yeah, subscribe to my channel before you leave, and I'll catch y'all in next week's episode.